Good morning, everybody. Hello, happy Sunday. I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome. If you're new here, my name is Dustin, and this channel, Modern Metaphysicate, is about all things occult and esoteric with a very heavy lean on the tarot. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and hanging out. Today, I thought we could do another episode of my reflections and favorites from last month, which is April of 2025. Oh my goodness, it is May already, and my allergies are going nuts, everybody. Oh my goodness. The the pollen is in the air. The season of plants and growth are here, and my sinuses are not having anything to do with it this year. I am running on hopes and dreams this morning, as well as some caffeine. I've already downed half of this. But you'll have to bear with me, you guys. I woke up at least 6 times last night having sneeze and cough attacks. It was not fun. I'm like chugging Sudafed and antihistamines and decongestants and all that right now. It has been a thing. So yeah, if I'm a little like out of it today, that is why. But I'm here. That's what matters. And we're going to talk about all of my favorite things that I enjoyed from the month of April. So, as always, you guys, with all of these videos, down in the description box, you'll find all of the links to all the things I'm sharing with you guys today, if there are links. If you are looking for any of that, that's down there. You'll also find all my social media and a link to my website where you can connect and book a tarot reading with yours truly. So yeah, it's been a thanks everybody for the well wishes. It has been a thing. It has been a thing. But this is I would much rather have this than I it either comes in one of two ways this time of year for me. I either deal with this for like about a week or I get a sinus infection. And I'd rather just deal with this now because I can still function than when I get a sinus infection and I just want to like lay in bed and not move, because when I get a sinus infection it is not good. So but yeah, hello everybody. Hello Vintage Moon and Miss Moonlight and Patrick and Tom and Lexi. Hello, good morning, and Thought Thingy. Hello. And who else? There's some other folks that I saw in here. Good morning, good morning. Hello, how are you? Someone mentioned earlier in chat when I was getting things fired up that they were going to get the sassy burrito. I'm very excited for you. I can't find that comment now. But I do love the Sassy Burrito Tarot. It is wonderful. So yeah, let's dive in. Good morning, Aquarius Tarot Adventures. Hello. I need all the caffeine. Sassy Burrito is a delight, to say the least. I love that deck. So okay. So let's get started here. Let me pull up my notes. This is how I'm like all over the place. And as always, guys, if you have questions or comments, be sure to do at Modern Metaphysicae or put it in all caps so I don't miss it. So wild card this. So I had to cheat this month because there were two amazing video games. So I'm gonna do wild card and like TV show, video game at the same time, or movie. So there were two amazing video game drops this month, you guys. Some of you already know, but the first one I want to mention is Clair, Expedition 33 Clair Obscur. This game came out of left field for me. I don't even like I can't even words can't even express how obsessed with this game I've become. It's existential, it's artistic, it's beautiful. It is a turn-based role-playing game in the classic kind of Final Fantasy way, but with like a modern twist. It reminds me a lot actually of The Legend of Dragoon, if anyone played that way back in the day. But I'm obsessed with this game. The art style and oh my gosh, the music in this game and the story. Oh, it's so So amazing. So if you like a good story and you like kind of artsy games and things like that, check this one out. This one is gorgeous. It's available on consoles and PC and all that kind of stuff, but it is amazing. And I have barely scratched the surface with it, but I'm like itching to play it more and more and more, and I have to like moderate myself and make sure that I don't um that I don't like turn into a vegetable playing this and waste like days on end, because like I could easily binge this game. And I'm savoring it. So really great. Definitely go check it out. Looks amazing. So there is that. There's Clair Expedition 33. The other, which we're gonna skip ahead to video games, is of course the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered, which was a shadow drop. There were rumors and rumblings across the interwebs about this game. This is one of my all-time favorite games from college. This came out when I was in college, and it's a classic. I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan. I've played every Elder Scrolls game. I love the lore. The lore is actually heavily based on mythology of our world. So like the names and characters have been changed for identity protection purposes, but they're like the same kind of stories. And it's wonderful, and it's a very classic sort of fantasy role-playing game, and it's fun. There's elves and magic and minotaurs, and it's super fun. I love it. I love these games so much. They're very immersive, and I've been really enjoying this. I've been playing this more than I've been playing Claire, because this just has the nostalgia factor for me that I can't step away from. I cannot step away from this at all. So it's so good. I love the Elder Scrolls. And can we talk about how good the Argonians and the Khajiit look in this game? Because it's amazing. So that wraps up our wild card and video game for this month. I do want to briefly shout out Wheel of Time. The season finale for the Wheel of Time season 3 was amazing. We're still waiting on a renewal notice from Sony and Amazon, and oh god, please give me more Wheel of Time. Why have they not renewed it? It is like one of the most watched fantasy series now ever, and in fact it beat in like ratings, it beat the most popular season of Game of Thrones. Season 3 beat season 4 of Game of Thrones. Season 3 of Wheel of Time beat season 4 of Game of Thrones, which was the highest rated season of a fantasy show ever until Wheel of Time took it. So I I don't know why Sony and Amazon haven't renewed, but we're waiting. We are we're waiting. So that was definitely a big part of my life, and I'm lost and I don't know what to do with myself now on Thursdays because I don't have my Wheel of Time. But yeah. Oh my gosh, you were up till 4 a.m. Playing Claire, I'm assuming, Tom? Is that what you're playing? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And it definitely came out of left field, and honestly, it's up there for game of the year in my opinion. I think so. Okay, enough of video games. I know some of you guys are like, I don't care. um so next up, let's see, we can close this. Next up, we are going to talk about food and drink. So, along with my sinus woes and congestions, I'm going to talk about food and drink and herb. And let me grab, I'm going to grab a couple things here. Mm. So, my favorite thing this past month, because my nose has been going nuts, and even still to this day, I've been chugging this like none other. This is Breathe Easy tea. I love this. It's peppermint, eucalyptus, and it has a couple other herbs in it for respiratory stuff. I love this stuff. There's two kind of versions of this. I get this traditional medicinals one, and then I also get the yogi one, which I think is the one that I linked. I like the yogi one better than this one, but the store was out of that, so I've been drinking this. But I love Breathe Easy tea. It helps with my sinuses So very, and it usually does a good enough job that I don't have to take because if my sinuses get really bad, I'll have to take like a ibuprofen or something to get the swelling to go down. But this helps kind of keep everything flowing and calm, and I don't usually have to do that. So I love me some Breathe Easy tea. Go get it. Specifically with herb, eucalyptus is something I've been working with a lot. Basically through halfway through April and probably through most of May, I'll be working with eucalyptus a lot. I use eucalyptus quite often for cleansing purposes in like a smudge burning form. I also um diffuse it a lot. So this is just eucalyptus essential oil. And fun fact for those of you who may not know, eucalyptus and camphor oil is basically Vicks. So if you want a natural alternative to Vicks Vapor Rub, you can create like a balm with this with like olive oil and beeswax and put eucalyptus and camphor oil in it, and you have Vicks. Or you can put it, what I do is I put I do 2 to 1. So 2 parts eucalyptus oil to 1 part camphor in a diffuser. And then you have your whole room smelling like um, Vicks. And it's so good. It helps open up my sinus passages and keeps them happy. And um, this is a lifesaver for me. But eucalyptus is a wonderful, wonderful herb. It's long been thought to have um, both cleansing properties in terms of cleansing a space of negative energy and bad spirits and sickness, but it's also used to ease coughs and aches and inflammation. It actually is an anti-inflammatory, so if you do have like some arthritis and stuff, you can make a balm with eucalyptus oil and put it on your joints, and it will help. Along with other things, a lot of people will usually mix it with turmeric and things like that. But yeah, it's a really wonderful, wonderful herb. And if you've not worked with it, I highly suggest you check it out. It's great. It is great. Vix Vix reminds me of childhood. Yes, I agree. That is so true. Vix also reminds me of childhood because whenever I got sick, my mom would put Vix on my chest and she would put it under my nose right here. And yep, that was life. um, but that Vicks and camphor essential oil, same stuff, smells exactly like Vicks, um, minus all the icky ingredients. So yeah. Okay, so that was favorite food and drink. Tea. I love tea. So fun fact, I feel like I've talked about this probably on the channel before, but coffee, I drink coffee only in the mornings, and then I will sometimes have an afternoon coffee if I'm like feeling particularly drag ass that day. Um, and very rarely do I have a coffee at night. Usually if I have a coffee at night, it's because we're burning the midnight oil. Um, but all we're missing is soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur, happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. I love that show. But yeah, I very rarely drink coffee like throughout the day. I'm a tea, so I do coffee and then it's tea the rest of the day. So it's usually an herbal tea if something's going on, or I drink a lot of Earl Grey. I love Earl Grey. um, yeah, it's I love that show. Big Bang Theory is amazing, and so is Young Sheldon. Okay, so we talked about food and drink. We talked about herb. Crystal. So a crystal that I worked with a lot last month, and I'm wearing right now on my wrist. This is white moonstone. I have a couple other pieces here to show you guys. So white moonstone is known to enhance intuition. It helps balance emotions. So it's not something to help with um what like emotional healing and stuff like that. It's more about when you're feeling like mood swings or things like that, when you're just feeling out of sorts. It's a really good stone for that. It's a stone that's really good for promoting calmness when with regards to stress specifically. It supports inner growth, and it helps in spiritual and hormonal healing. So if you're dealing with stress and you have like a lot of cortisol going on, it's a good stone for that. Um, but let's see here. Where is my other camera? Oh, what is going on here? Uh-oh. Is the other camera not working? The other camera is not wanting to work. Give me 1 second. We're having technical difficulties. I might have to do this the old-fashioned way and hold things up to the one camera. Oh no. Why are we not working, camera? There we go. There we go. I got it. It's a little dark though. Let me fix it. This is how you know we're live. Okay. So these are a couple other Moonstone pieces that I have. I love this one. This one has amazing uh shiny bits in it. Look at that. Camera's picking it. Oh, right there. So I love white moonstone. It's beautiful. This is a little tumbled white moonstone that I have. This one has a few little shiny flecks in it. And then I have this bracelet, which is pure white moonstone, which I love to wear along with my smoky quartz. But I love working with my white moonstone. It's a wonderful stone. Um, I also have a point. I should have grabbed that. But yeah, white moonstone is it's a great stone. Can I get closer here? Can we see if I can? Oop. Will it focus? Focus on that camera. So yeah, love me some moonstone. It's a great little stone to have around. So that is the stone I worked with the most. Let's see, we can move these out of the way. We don't need those there. Okay. So we talked about crystal. So YouTube next. So YouTube, one channel that I have kind of found myself going back to and watching and really kind of enjoying is this channel, which is Danu's Irish Herb Garden. I mentioned her a long time ago on the channel, and I kind of wanted to mention her again because she's one of my absolute favorites. I love her videos so very much. Um her stuff is wonderful. It's very educational. She talks about the spiritual and the medicinal properties of herbs. She's a delight. I love this woman. I would just love to sit down and have like coffee or tea with her sometime. Um, excuse me. Here goes my allergies. I didn't think we would make it through, but it is her channel is wonderful. There's tons of great information on this channel. As you can see, like I've barely scratched the surface. I mean, she has hundreds of videos on every kind of herb, on making soaps and balms and sprays, and if you've ever kind of wanted to learn that stuff, books. Her channel is wonderful, and it's really fantastic. She tends to kind of avoid the spiritual side of things. Like I don't know if avoid is like the right way to talk about it, but like she doesn't like press it, but her channel is very witchy in like a it is what it is kind of thing, right? Like she's not overt about it, I guess is the best way to say it. Um but yeah, her channel is wonderful, and if you haven't watched it, go watch it because she's a delight. Um and she has some really wonderful stuff. Yeah. And her garden is amazing. So she lives kind of near the coast in Ireland. She has a wonderful accent. It's adorable. And she has just the most beautiful huge. She lives in this little cottage with her husband, and her husband films, and they're adorable. um I just want them to like adopt me as a grandchild. Like that's what I really need. But they, you know, she films like her garden work, and she does like cooking videos occasionally, cooking with different herbs and teas. And so it's not just like, oh, here is this herb and what it does and things like that. It's more comprehensive than that. It's like a lifestyle channel, which I kind of really like. So go check it out if you have not done so already. I love her and adore her. And I keep, yeah, I've been watching a lot of her stuff. I think I've been watching a lot of her stuff because it's getting to the point here now where I can get out in the garden again. I started like cleaning things up and stuff. Typically here in Colorado, we don't plant until after Mother's Day because we can get hard freezes. However, I usually kind of go off of when my apple tree blooms, and my apple tree started blooming just a couple days ago. So I'm really excited because then I can get out and get in my garden and start planting herbs and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, there is favorite YouTube. Okay, so we can close that now. We talked about TV, film, video games, book. So last month was April, which is the month of my birth. um, Aries, Aries, Aries. So, um, hi, Katzen. So I got some really beautiful gifts last month from my family, but I think the thing I'm most excited about, and what was definitely my favorite thing, was I was gifted a complete hardcover set of Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight archive series, which is in my next adventure, we'll say. And I will say this, I opened up the back cover and I saw this and I'm so intrigued because doesn't this look familiar? So I'm very curious to learn about what this is. Because hello, Kabbalistic Tree of Life ish thing. I'm very interested in that. So yeah, I am super pumped to dig into um, this story. Uh, it's illustrated, which I love. I love illustrations. So yeah, this was definitely my favorite book. I've heard nothing but good things about this series. And Brandon Sanderson, by the way, is the author who finished the Wheel of Time series. So my favorite fantasy series of all time, Wheel of Time, right here. The last three books, these three, were finished by Brandon Sanderson because Robert Jordan um, became terminally ill, and so uh, Brandon was selected to finish the series, um, and he did so wonderfully. So hello, people coming in. Hello. Um, so yeah, favorite book hands down. I did get some other really cool books last month. If you didn't watch my recent roundup video, if you're unfamiliar with those, so we live stream every Sunday. If you're new here, we live stream every Sunday. Well, just about every Sunday. I typically the last Sunday of every month is the Sunday off. Um, but we still do book club with Scala Metaphysicae, which is the channel membership program in which we're reading this beautiful book. And we've been having a lot of really fun discussions, and people been having tarot epiphanies and things like that, which is really cool. Um, but yeah, every Sunday you can come hang out. But if you haven't checked out my recent roundup videos, it's where I kind of show you guys what I've collected over the course of in between them, because they're not always exactly a month apart, but just about. Um, and I share the books and tarot decks and things that I've brought into my collection, and you can go watch that to see some of the other books that I got last month. So there is that. Um, okay, let's see here. Okay, books. So we're on to Tarot and Oracle. It's that time already. And I'm running out of coffee. I'm just checking chat here. I love Moonstone. Moonstone's, yeah, it's great. Just making sure I'm not missing any. You haven't made coffee yet today? Oh my gods. I don't know how you're even functioning. Okay. My favorite new tarot deck from last month. This was a deck that was new to me that I fell in love with, hands down, absolutely was the Time Tarot. This deck is I can't put it down. I've just been really loving reading with it. Um, it's a great deck, and the artwork is exquisite. Um, I love the little pudgy hanged man. He's so cool. I just love this deck. Love this deck. It's just wonderful. I mean, oh my gosh. Does anybody else have this in chat or in the comments section? Let me know if you have this and what you think about this deck. Because I am obsessed. I've done a few client readings with it. Everybody's loved it. I've been using it to read for myself. Look at this Two of Swords. I can't get over this deck. It's absolutely stunning. It's just amazing. Yeah, the backs are really lovely. Look at that ace. But yeah, I can't put this thing down. It's so well done. Look at this moon card. A little reflection there from the sun outside. It's a very sunny. It's actually like clear skies today, and like it's a little breezy, which is probably why my allergies are really bad. And it's like I really want to go outside, but like, oh man, my nose would go nuts. Oh, look at the star. Very classic star card. Hi, Marilyn. Look at this Empress. Oh gosh, she's beautiful. Stunning deck. Probably this one probably has rocketed up my list of like favorite decks. One day I need to do like a, if I could only have 10 decks kind of video. Those are so hard for me though. They're so hard for me. Oh man, look at the ace. This thing is so gorgeous. Maybe maybe we'll do tarot scopes with this because I'm planning on filming tarot scopes this afternoon and tomorrow. So they should get posted by Wednesday this week, by the way, guys. Tarot scopes are a perk for Skull and Metaphysics game members of the second tier and up. So if you're interested in monthly tarot readings from yours truly that correspond to the zodiacal signs, elementally, check out the link in the description box down below for Skull and Metaphysics. But yeah, we'll have to do this with that. So obsessed with this deck, you guys. I can't. The gilding. I've heard a lot of people complain about um the glossiness, and I will say this. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Goodness. Um, the gloss on this I think is perfect because it is a darker deck, and a close runner up this month was definitely the Folklorist Tarot, um, which I love. I've been really enjoying this. It shuffles like a dream. It looks gorgeous on camera. I had a couple people request it for readings, and I really enjoyed reading with it for them. This cardstock is amazing. But because it is like a linen finished cardstock, you can see that the dark gets a little like washed out. See how it catches that glare a lot, where this the darks stay dark but the brights stay bright, where the brights in this are not as bright, right? So the gloss on darker images I think is better, and that's the only time. And this gloss isn't like the terrible gloss. It's the kind of like the good gloss that we have on like the Druid Craft, which is like doable, right? It doesn't feel like super slippery and things like that. So I personally like it. Gloss is not my favorite, I will be the first to admit, but um, definitely close runner up this month was the Folklorist Tarot. Absolutely gorgeous deck. Can't put that one down either, but beautiful. Yeah. Go back in. So there is that. Yes, not all glossy cardstock is terrible. I agree. That can go back in there. And then my most used tarot, I had to go back and look at this because last month a lot of you guys got readings, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who has purchased a reading from me. If you're interested in having a reading done by me, you can go to my website. I offer lots of different readings. So thank you so much for everyone that's been buying readings. I really enjoy it. Some of you guys have the best questions too. But I had a number of people request this deck, and I actually just kind of picked this deck for a handful of people as well. And it's a deck that I turn to time and time again because it works. Like this is definitely kind of one of my workhorse decks. Is the Golden Tarot, and this is a special edition that I absolutely love because this is one of the this is the new um linen cardstock edition version of this deck, which if you didn't know, it is available in the linen cardstock now. If you get a new copy of this deck, I'm pretty sure the ones on Amazon are linen now. So um, I love this deck. It's kind of all medieval style artwork. Um, yeah, just it's a stunning deck. I can't ever complain about this one. It is always interesting to me too because when when I set up for this video and I make all my notes for like what I'm going to cover, I always what I do is I go back and I look at the readings, and in my like behind the scenes kind of screen, I can make like personal notes to myself. um and I always use that little box for what deck I used for the reading, and so I can sort by that. And this one got requested, if I remember right, 6 or 7 times. um but it's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. um and I just, yeah, I kept using it over and over again. And it's so funny too. This deck tends to be one that I pull out in the spring and in the fall. Look at that moon card. Oh, it's beautiful. Lexi, how do you not have this? What? You don't have. Go get it. Go get it now. Go get this deck. It's so good. I love Cat Black's decks. Yeah, she's done a couple of decks. But this is probably my favorite to me. Well, is it my favorite? I have to think about that. Is this my favorite Cat Black deck? Um, no, probably Touchstone's probably still my favorite because of all of the like Henry VIII Renaissance references in Touchstone. Because I'm a huge Renaissance history buff. But this is a close second. So yeah. Yeah, touch that. See, Lexi's on it. Lexi's on it. A little internet delay there. Yeah, Touchstone. Touchstone would definitely. If I had to pick between the two, between Golden and Touchstone, Touchstone. But that's for me personally. That's hard though. I don't know. I really like Golden too. I feel like I feel like the Golden Tarot is more cohesive as a deck in terms of its style. Um, Touchstone at points you can see the collage. The collage stands out a little bit more. So whereas in the Golden you don't see that as much. But the Golden is, especially this new linen version of the deck, is stunning. um yeah, it's a wonderful deck. So come on, look at that. It's so beautiful. So yeah, that, my friends, is my favorites from the month of April. Did any of you guys have anything that you wanted to share that you're absolutely obsessed with right now? I love hearing what your guys' favorites are. If you're watching this on replay, feel free to drop a comment down below. If you do favorites videos, feel free to post them in the comment section and share them. I love watching favorites videos. They're actually like one of my favorite kind of favorites. One of the types of YouTube videos that I really enjoy watching. So feel free to share those. They do get held for review, and I always approve them though if the link's not sketchy. Which some people post some sketchy stuff in my comment section. I tell you what. um, yeah. See, the Tudor history thing is what makes it for me too. Miss Moonlight. I agree. Influence of Angels, really, that is a great deck. Do I have it close by? I have the Influence of it is a beautiful deck. It's probably like of all of the, so like I'm not a big like angel person, but of all the kind of angel decks out there, Influence of Angels was one that I really enjoy. Because Influence of Angels Tarot specifically, because it has a very similar vibe, I think, to the Golden Tarot, which I just showed. Let me, yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I wish I had it offhand to show, but yeah, I too love that deck. Um, yeah, it's gorgeous. I could do like a whole like medieval deck collection video. That would be fun. So, yeah. Also, now is a great time. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to throw them in chat. Um, but yeah, just making sure I'm not missing anything in chat here. I'm still in the throes of organizing things from the great bookening. All right. I don't see any questions. Give it just a second. If not, we're like right at an hour. We did really good today. I always, I say this every time, but whenever I do these videos, I always kind of feel like I'm rushing to get through things so I don't go for like 4 hours, which I know some of you would love. But I always seem to like manage to like nail the timing, which is good. Because when I made this like list up of like what I wanted to like share in this kind of series, it wasn't based on time. And it just so happens to work out to be just about an hour. So did I have any Kickstarters come in? I did. I had the Discovery of Witches come in from, was this a Kickstarter? I don't even remember it. This was a Kickstarter, right? Discovery of Witches of Witchcraft from Black Letter Press. That came in. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I did finally get my copy of the Delphic Oracle. So that came in, which I have been playing with. Um, that was after, so my copy got lost in the mail. And so we had to do like this international mail search for it. The creator and I. And the creator of this deck, went above and beyond to do extra work to contact the Canadian Postal Service to see what was going on. And then I got a call from the Canadian Postal Service. And then the American Postal Service. Yeah, it was a thing. But it was determined to be lost. And therefore, he then had insurance on it. And that was refunded to him. And then he sent me a new deck, which arrived safely. Yay! So, um, did anything else come in? I don't think so. Not yet. No. 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 I did have another pre-order come in though, which was this beautiful book, The Owl's Eye from Troy Books. So we'll talk about this though, and um, some really cool plates in this book. Did I back Baphomet? No, I did not. Nope. Oh, they found it? Oh, that's wonderful. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. The amount of stuff that gets lost in the postal service is actually striking. And what blows my mind too is that eventually they like sell lost packages, which I don't understand that because they have I guess like it becomes lost where if the address on the parcel, the person no longer lives there, right? So if like that's a thing, but I don't even know how that works. Um, yes, Greenwood Tarot is now up on Kickstarter. Yes, it is. Yep, we backed that one. Absolutely. It is, it is. I'm very excited for that one. Yeah, it like funded instantly. But next week we'll talk about upcoming and new releases I'm really excited about. And spoiler warning, the Greenwood will be included in that list. Yeah. So yeah. All right, friends, we're gonna get things wrapped up. If you have any other questions or have anything else that you want to share that you're really excited about, be sure to come back when the video gets posted. Drop a comment down below. If you're still watching, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really does help the channel and the community to grow. I really appreciate each and every one of you so very much. Thank you for bearing with me today in my weird, like, sinus congested, like, lack of sleep state. I do really appreciate it. I hope all of you guys have a wonderful Sunday afternoon. And as always, you guys remember everyone out there is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. So be kind out there, okay? We'll see you guys back around YouTube. Bye, everybody.